Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, Kate Douglas Wiggin. The old stagecoach was rumbling along the dusty road that runs from Maplewood to Riverboro. The day was as warm as midsummer, though it was only the middle of May. Mr. Jeremiah Cobb was kind to his horses, yet he never forgot that he had to deliver the mail on time. The hills were many, and the reins lay loosely in his hands as he rested back in his seat and extended one foot and leg luxuriously over the dashboard. There was one passenger in the coach, a small, dark-haired girl. She was slender and slid from one side to the other on the leather cushions. Whenever the wheels sank farther than usual into a rut or jolted suddenly over a stone, she bounded involuntarily into the air, came down again, pushing back her funny little hat. Mr. Cobb knew nothing of these details. His business was to carry people to their destinations, not necessarily to make them comfortable on the way. That morning, when he was about to leave the post office in Maplewood, a woman had come up to him along with the little girl and asked whether he was Mr. Cobb. She pointed to her daughter and said, "I want you should take her to my sisters in Riverboro. Do you know Mirandy and Jane Sawyer? They live in the brick house. Well, she's going there, and they are expecting her. Will you keep an eye on her, please?" The little girl was Rebecca. The woman, the mother, had last-minute instructions for Rebecca as she heaved a trunk up on the coach. "Goodbye, Rebecca. Try not to get into any mischief, and sit quiet, so you'll look neat and nice when you get there. Don't be any trouble to Mr. Cobb." "Goodbye, Mother. Don't worry. You know, it isn't as if I haven't traveled before." The woman gave a short laugh and said in an explanatory way to Mr. Cobb, "She stayed away from home overnight. That isn't much to be journey proud of." "It was traveling, Mother," said the child eagerly and willfully, climbing inside the coach as she was speaking. "It was leaving the farm and putting up lunch in a basket and little riding and a little steam cars, and we carried our nightgowns. Don't tell the whole village about it. If we did..." "I know, Mother. I know, and I won't. All I want to say is..." Here Mr. Cobb gave a cluck, slapped the reins, and the horses started sedately on their daily task. "All I want to say is that it is a journey when..." The stagecoach was really underway now, and Rebecca had to put her head out of the window over the door in order to finish her sentence. "It is a journey when you carry a nightgown." All this had been half an hour ago, and the sun, the heat, the dust, the thought of errands to be done had lulled Mr. Cobb's mind, and he had forgotten his promise of keeping an eye on Rebecca. Suddenly he heard a small voice above the rattle and rumble of the wheels and the creaking of the harness. At first he thought it was a cricket, a tree toad, or a bird. But having realized that the sound came from the coach, he turned his head over his shoulder and saw a small shape hanging as far out of the window as safety would allow. A long black braid of hair swung with the motion of the coach. The child held her hat in one hand and with the other made ineffectual attempts to stab the driver with her microscopic sunshade. "Please let me speak," she called. Mr. Cobb drew up the horses obediently. "Does it cost any more to ride up there with you?" she asked. "It's so slippery and shiny down here, and the coach is so much too big for me that I rattle round in it till I'm most black and blue. And the windows are so small I can only see pieces of things. And I've most broken my neck stretching round to find out whether my trunk has fallen off the back. It's my mother's trunk." Mr. Cobb waited for her to stop and then said pleasantly, "You can come up if you want to. There ain't no extra charge to sit side of me." He helped her out, boosted her up to the front seat, and resumed his own place. Rebecca sat down carefully, smoothing her dress under her, pushed back her hat, pulled up her darn white cotton gloves, and spoke delightedly. Oh, this is better. This is like traveling. I'm a real passenger now, and down there, I felt like a sitting hen when we shut her up in a coop. I hope we have a long, long way to go.